Every civilization believes it will last forever, but nothing in the universe does. Not stars, not planets, not even us. For hundreds of thousands of years, Earth has been our cradle, our home, our shield, our illusion of permanence. But beneath the blue skies and the noise of everyday life, something is changing. Our species is reaching a turning point, one that will define the rest of human history. Because one day soon, we will have to leave, not for adventure, not for curiosity, but for survival. Life on Earth has always been a story of migration. The first creatures crawled from oceans to land. Humans wandered out of Africa, following rivers and stars. Every generation sought new frontiers, driven by necessity, fear, or hope. But now, the frontier isn't across a sea or a mountain, it's across the void. The next migration won't just move us to another continent, it will move us to another world. Earth has given us everything: air, warmth, food, shelter. But we've taken more than we've given back. We've altered the climate, reshaped ecosystems, and extracted the planet's patience to its limit. And while we argue about the details, the clock keeps ticking. If civilization is a flame, Earth is the oxygen, and that oxygen is running low. Scientists don't talk about whether Earth will remain habitable forever. They talk about how long we can stretch it. Because someday, whether by environmental collapse, asteroid impact, nuclear war, or simple cosmic fate, our planet will fail us. And when it does, the only question will be, were we ready to leave? For the first time in history, we've begun to test the boundaries of our cage. In 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first human to orbit Earth, a moment that proved the impossible was now within reach. 8 years later, Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon, and humanity's shadow stretched farther than ever before. But then, we stopped. The moon landings weren't the beginning of a migration, they were a pause. For half a century, we've circled the same planet, dreaming of the stars, but never leaving the neighborhood. Yet, quietly, the groundwork has begun again. Reusable rockets, private missions, plans for Mars. The next great migration is no longer science fiction, it's a race against time. If humanity has a next home, Mars is the first candidate. Cold, dry, hostile. But familiar enough to imagine. The challenge is enormous. Gravity weaker, atmosphere thin, radiation constant. Every breath, every drop of water, every seed of food would have to be engineered. But we've already done the impossible before. We turned deserts into cities. We split atoms. We built machines that think. To terraform Mars, or even survive there, would take generations. But every great migration begins with a single, dangerous step. One day, a small group of humans will board a ship and never look back. They won't be explorers, they'll be founders. Mars may be the beginning, but it's not the end. Beyond it lies an entire solar system filled with possibilities. Frozen moons like Europa and Enceladus hide oceans beneath their ice, oceans that could harbor life. Titan, with its methane lakes and thick atmosphere, could teach us how to build worlds from chemistry itself. Each destination would demand new technology, new biology, and new courage. And each would test the one thing we can't engineer, the human spirit. Because this journey isn't just about survival, it's about meaning. About answering the oldest question of all: can life outgrow the world that made it? Before we can leap to the stars, we'll need something closer, something between planet and ship. Imagine vast orbital cities, rotating cylinders the size of small countries, generating artificial gravity. Gardens, lakes and clouds floating through space, powered by sunlight and human ingenuity. These would be the arcs of our species, halfway points between Earth and everywhere else. Each one a self-contained ecosystem, capable of sustaining thousands of lives indefinitely. It sounds impossible, but so did flight, the moon, and the internet. Every dream begins as fiction, until necessity makes it real. The real dream isn't just Mars, it's independence from any single planet. To scatter humanity like seeds, across systems, across centuries, so that no single catastrophe can end our story. Every civilization before us has fallen because it was trapped by geography, by politics, by its own limits. We are the first species with the chance to escape that fate, to become not an Earth species, but a cosmic one. And if we succeed, we may be remembered as the generation that began the only migration that truly matters, from survival to eternity. But migration always comes with loss. Leaving Earth won't just be a technical challenge, it will be an emotional one. The air, the oceans, the sound of rain, the planet that shaped our every instinct will become a memory. There will be no going back. And with every generation born away from Earth, our connection will fade. One day, our descendants might look at this blue planet in the sky and feel nothing at all. They will be human, but not Earthlings. And maybe that's how it's meant to be. When the first ship leaves for Mars, truly leaves, it will mark the beginning of the longest goodbye in history. A farewell not just to a place, but to an era. Earth will always be sacred, but home is not a location. It's a legacy, and ours must travel with us. Our music, our languages, our art, our memories all encoded in data, carried through the stars. We will take Earth with us, not in soil or stone, but in spirit. Every star we see is another possible home. Every galaxy, a canvas for life yet to come. The atoms in our bodies were forged in ancient stars, scattered, recycled, reborn. We are the universe learning to walk again. So maybe this was always the plan. Maybe life was never meant to stay still. Maybe the purpose of intelligence is to carry the light farther. The future is not written. We can cling to the world we know or build the one that comes next. The migration will not happen in one leap. It will happen one mission, one invention, one brave decision at a time. And if we choose right, then someday, somewhere among the stars, a child will look up and say, "Once upon a time, our ancestors lived on a little blue planet called Earth." When humanity leaves Earth, it won't be the end of our story. It will be the beginning of everything else.